Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to another EBX discussion, and salute to my soldiers and soldierettes and my reachers and teachers that's out there doing their thing, brother or sister. Salute, because a lot of you has created this soldier that's before you, and thank you. And I thank those that have been commenting. My sister that just commented here recently, thank you, salute. And all other brothers and sisters that's been joining in, whether you comment past, present, or future, must appreciate it. And those will see in the end that one is true to oneself. That divine will show us. I don't have to show nothing. That divine will work through me and through us to show who we really are. So let's get to them honors. Honor thy ancestors. And before I finish my honors, if you're breathing, if you alive and breathing, we are back to fight another day. Remember that, because there are those that didn't wake up. Take things like that serious. So again, I give honor to my ancestors. And I honor thy mother, honor thy father, I honor thy sister, and honor thy brother. And just be thankful and be grateful. And always talk to our great divine, Mother Nature, universe. And brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you, if you connected to a super empath, you have a loyal soldier for life. No matter the ups and downs of what happened along the way, super empaths are generally the most loyal. Once one studied oneself and, studied the insecurities and the emotions, all the things it take to know oneself. You had to go through them layers. We all know it's not easy to arrive at this point. But I just want to tell those that, one is connected to, whether it's family, brothers and sisters in the world, or online, in life in general. When you connected to a super empath, I know, and there's a lot of us out there that are super empaths. And, we all are on the same walk, and we're all looking to, speak that truth and breathe to one another. And I wouldn't say it's not labels, but it's like we're all soldiers and soldierettes, salute, fighting for that same cause. I would say not different platforms, maybe just because, everybody's an individual, it's different branches. And when I say that, I mean, we got our super empaths, we got our chosen ones, and it's all basically the same thing. It just, kind of got different names, not labels, just different tiers, so to speak, if that make any sense. You have your chosen ones, you have your empaths, you have your silent alpha males, you have your upfront alpha males. I will always say this, brothers and sisters, everybody plays a part. It just depends on how you are as an individual, if you're one with your identity and oneself. Because I don't care how many degrees you got, how much education you have, if you're not wise and really sure with yourself amongst the money and education, whether you got a good job or house or car, if you don't have that inner figured out, all that stuff on the outside is not going to mean nothing. It really isn't, brothers and sisters. And, like I say, one don't think he knows everything. It's just been through them experiences, a lot of us. We have been there, done that. So, and being loyal is a great gift, comes with being loyal. And I'm sure a lot of us have experienced this too, my soldiers and soldierettes. Salute. It's a beautiful thing. That's why I made a podcast about being a silent hero. Practice that sometimes, brothers and sisters. Practice on doing things that's beautiful and great unseen. It's the most rewarding. It's the most fulfilling. And something, Brother Malcolm X, I'm going to bring him up every now and then. He's be in my spirit because I study Malcolm X and I listen to him in my meditation sometimes. And one thing he put in my spirit, it's nothing wrong with, talking and getting things into our mind and working on our mental, as long as it needs to be done. But at some point, we have to take action and put our thoughts into motion, into action, And like I said, whatever I teach anyone else, I also teach myself. Because guess what, brothers and sisters? I was taught by brothers and sisters too. And And just be thankful. If you're a listener and you take in things and you learn stuff and you're always willing to grow, be thankful for that divine put that in our spirit, because not everybody has that. And if you know a person that's giving and that's caring, and if they mean well now and they don't have no malice and they have really good divine intent, sometimes it might come off a little weird, because that's something I noticed on this walk too, brothers and sisters. Those that are vibrating very high, sometimes we might be a little weird, but who isn't? We all got a little weirdness in us. It's not that we are weird. It's knowing your weirdness. And then you can, because once you know you're weird or whatever, and that goes with knowing oneself. You won't even look at it as weird. It's just a part of our character. Everybody's different. Everybody has some little thing with them. It's unfortunate, especially my melanated. I'm talking to my melanated brothers and sisters. We all have some kind of thing that we've dealt with in the past, and sometimes it still be in our body. Trust me, I hate that shit too. That's why it's so important. That's why you hear so many teachers say, study our psyche. And the psyche is that deep, deep divine spirit within. That's the only place you're going to find that ultimate peace. It's deep inside, underneath what? All the bullshit. Dig all that shit up. I don't care how hard it is. Just like when you cleansing your body, when you cleansing your colon. I was listening to a content creator a couple days ago, and he was talking about this medicine he had bought, and he said he never felt better. And it's a beautiful thing. That's something we got to work on too, our health. And I'm talking to oneself too. This is something I got to work on too. And it don't matter what size you are. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. It's a lot of things that go on in our bodies that, if we go undetected, we don't know about, and then it could come out later. Same with our mind, our psyche, same thing. Put yourself through a filtering process, especially if you're coming into a challenging situations. Those are the times when you step back, because you don't want to be overtaken by that elephant. Because remember, an elephant is huge. It'll fill up a whole room. So never ignore red flags in your life. Pay attention to things. Always be observant. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. And, which brings me to, and I'm still going to talk about how super empaths will be loyal to you for life. And they will. But I'm going to get back to the mistakes, but I want to finish this. And we are loyal because empathic brothers and sisters, we are very sensitive, and we can feel things, whether negative or positive. And one thing that's very, very beautiful, when we have had someone that really helped us in our life, whether it's, friend, brother, sister, family, that's helped us in a very powerfully positive way and really have impacted us. And impacted us to the point where we just pouring out to everybody else that we have learned from. So I'm gonna let my brothers and sisters know, because I listen to brothers and sisters, and it's not just online. In the world in general. I've always been a loyal brother. If you done something vital in my life to make me grow and make me a king, do you think I'm gonna forget about you? Are you kidding? Even if we're not talking, still will be in my spirit, because what do I always say, folks? That great divine, Mother Nature, the universe, has the say over all. It's not always about us. Just do what that divine wants us to do. Be loyal. Be a soldier. Soldierette. Salute. Especially if that individual, whether brother or sister or family member, whoever it is, if they've done something in your life to bless you, or bliss. Some people say bliss. Some people say bless. Remember, we all on different walks. But if someone has put that power in you, and you've bared fruit, a lot of fruit since then, and you've planted great seeds of teaching and uplifting and all these gifts, they help you manifest the gifts that's in you that you never saw before. Hang on to that, brothers and sisters, because it's a rarity. Even if you're not talking or you disagree, if it's nothing that's not really bad, or just some little stupid little shit, get over it, brothers and sisters. We got to hang on to our good brothers and sisters out here, because I've narrowed it down. Like I said, I got a list. I got a top content creator list, and one day I'll say their names. And I got from beginning up until now. And I'm still adding to the list because I'm coming across more and more brothers and sisters, all the time. And, it was a battle, brothers and sisters, to get to this point. And the fight always goes on, but it just gets a little bit more easier as we become super empathic and self-aware. And it keeps you overstanding. And what else, ladies and gentlemen? Understanding. And you won't become taken back, or you won't get jealous or take things personal. You'll just flow with that great, great universe. It's beautiful. So, brothers and sisters, like I always say, my young brothers and sisters, those in the beginning, do whatever you have to do righteously to get yourself in a space that a lot of us are in. Because it's wonderful when you get there. And money's not going to get you there. Fame's not going to get you there. Love might get you there, but make sure it's the right love, that spiritual love, deep, deep, deep within. Once you get there, you'll know what a lot of us talking about. And wonderful abilities will come about. I mean, all kinds. You never know what gifts you have inside of you until you reach in there and pull them out. I said on a podcast maybe yesterday or a day ago, we let parts of our brain just lay dormant, and we don't activate it. Let's activate this power that a lot of us are just letting lay dormant, and be as positive as we possibly can. It's important. Positivity is a part of Mother Nature. It's connected to principles and right things in life. Even through our challenges, there are always going to be challenges and negative forces. I will reiterate that a lot, because you just have to keep that in our spirit. We don't ever want to get ourselves in a space where we're floating on a cloud and we think nothing is going to happen. Keep your guard up, enjoy your life, have fun, but keep that pineal gland open. And again, I'll say, study your pineal gland, and that will begin your walk. And I want to go back to mistakes. Now, another thing about being empathic and being loyal to one another, to my brothers and my sisters, like I said, you become overstanding, understanding. When you make mistakes, and you might do something, make you feel a little goofy or whatever. When you're true with oneself, brothers and sisters, when you're not self-aware, certain little small things make your emotions boil and jump off your impulses. But when you have went through all the lessons, all the layers, when you went through the months, years, however long it take, and you finally get to that success state of mind, little small things that used to set you off, you'll think about it and be like, wow, I can't believe I used to get mad at that. And that's the beautiful thing at becoming self-aware and being a super empathic brother or sister. Because at the end of the day, we will overstand and look at the bigger picture. That's another thing about our super empathic teachers out here. Salute. We're always looking at that bigger picture, But I want to say mistakes. Speaking of mistakes, I was on a podcast yesterday and I was trying to read a word. And at first it kind of made me feel kind of stupid. But like I said, when you're true to oneself and you know oneself, you won't feel like that. And it was a word I was trying to say. It was equilibrium, if I said it right. Equilibrium. I still can't hardly say that word. It's a lot of words that I've said that it's hard for me to say, like authenticity. That used to be a tough one for me. I still say it kind of funny, but I do say it better. And that's okay, brothers and sisters. This right here, what I'm talking about, what I'm doing, this is being empathic. We even overstand ourselves, as well as we understand others, or overstand and understand others. Brothers, teachers, family, children, soldiers, soldierettes, salute. So I just wanted to reiterate that because I did think about it. Because another thing about empathic brothers or sisters, we are somewhat perfectionists. When we do something and it can be beautiful, it's like other people be like, wow, that's dope. But to us, we don't think it's good enough, because those of us that are super empathic, we're always striving for greatness. We're always striving to be better. That's why those are connected to us, they become better also, because I am one of those individuals. I've had brothers and my family and friends in the past, people in the world, brothers and sisters right here online that has really had an impact on my life. And it's helped me become a great teacher. And that's a beautiful thing, but you really have to understand yourself to take in things like that. And like I say, again, super empaths Super empaths will be your best ally and are the most loyal, especially if you made a righteous impact on our lives. That's just what we do. And our gift is just giving joy and getting joy back. Because another thing about empathic brothers and sisters, we work with that universe. We know about the principles, not man's law. So we know what we do. That's why we don't look for recognition or try to get fame or trying to be hungry for money, because we know those things will come. Once you become one with that greater creator, Mother Nature, universe, and those principles, great things will come. So that's what makes us a great super empathic brother and sister, because we know thyself, he or she, and we know great things will come. And how we know they'll come, soldiers and soldierettes? Because we have planted seeds and we have done righteous in the present. So we will bear fruit in the future. We know this. We study this. So, like I say, I'm going to go back to when I said equilibrium. I'm going to work on that word. Equilibrium. That's a funny word for me. But I'm bringing that back up because I did a podcast yesterday when I was talking about being above things that are petty. And I was talking about dynamics. And that was in that definition. So you know what? I'll probably do a podcast around that equilibrium, because I'm going to take it deeper on a spiritual level. And I want to see what that equilibrium really means. Because that's another thing, my super empathic brothers and sisters, always be willing to dive deep, whatever it is. Like I say, I don't care if it's the word sky. Look it up. You'd be surprised. It'll be another word in there. You'll look that up, and you look that word up. It's just, when you're connected to that divine, it's just leads us to so many beautiful levels. You never know what that great force has for us until we take that step. So that's my thought. That's my real thought. That's my positive thought. And know, all my great teachers, my family, brothers and sisters, know that I will always be loyal to those that made this brother before you, that made this great teacher before you. Remember, I wasn't always one that spoke or speak. And I am very grateful for whatever that divine has for my life and all of our lives. And I give honor to your family, my family, reaches and teachers. I honor my children, their mothers, brothers and sisters all over the world. May you have the ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now. And have a great, great, strong one.